Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy Brown Baldy here, coming in for a rewatch of. I want to share who, for me, he's my favorite comedian. I'm not going to say the best because, like I said, whoever is the best is obviously subjective. Everyone has their own taste. But if we're talking about my personal favorite comedian, besides Dave Chappelle, obviously, would be the man, Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz, if I remember correctly, is a Puerto Rican. He's from, I imagine, he talks a lot about, he sounds New Yorker. I think he's from those areas, Boston, Jersey, that kind of stuff. Very Italian kind of way of speaking, that New Yorker stuff, the Joyzy, however they say, you know those guys that they sound like, like those. Those guys that sound like they know a guy who knows a guy, that kind of stuff. But with that being said, he is my particular favorite comedian. Before we begin, I must say, he refers to his kind of comedy as dirty comics. I haven't looked up that term, but if I was to guess, it's his particular brand of humor. It's not for everybody. It could be crude, rude, sexist. It could be. It's not for everybody. I'm going to be quite honest. I'm going to be quite honest. It's dark. It could be sexual, and it can be very messed up in some occasions. So, if that's not your taste, then by all means, don't do it. If you want to stick around, view at your own discretion. But you have been warned. Either way, before we begin, as usual, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, you like my content, please do me a favor, give me a like and subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And let's begin. Here, it's from Comedy Central. I believe it's called This Is Not Happening, but it's not this one. I'm pretty sure I've seen this one, but the first one I've ever seen from Joey Diaz that just made me a fan forever was this one right here. Joey Diaz, sister, Hyacinth. This Is Not Happening, uncensored. So either way, enough rambling on. Let's get on with the video. Click on it. Oh, there it is. Okay, that was weird. Sorry about that. Let's rewind it real quick.
I just grabbed and I kept banging the fucking head. I don't give a fuck. You fuck. And I know. A lot of you motherfuckers like, Joey, you can't hit a woman. She's a fucking nun. Big fucking difference, okay? Big fucking difference.
For real.
Best friends in the world. You guys will love him. He's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Diaz.
The legend.
I got a 3-year-old, and I look at her. She's beautiful. I look at her and I'm like, when she gets older, I don't think I'll have the heart to fucking smack her to discipline her. You know what I'm saying? Like I throw like a sneaker at the cat from time to time and shit like that. When I look at my daughter, I don't have the heart. Like I look at her, I could probably punish her and send her to a room, but can I fucking hit her? No. Like I don't think I have the balls to do it. But they always say that if you grew up in a house that you got fucked up at, that you'll probably have a house that you fuck people up at. Like. And I'll tell you what, I grew up in the 70s. My mom fucked me up, okay? My mom fucked me up. Not like fuck, it was a controlled beating, okay? Let's get this shit straight. Everybody in this room got a controlled beating at one time. That means you're not gonna fucking die, okay? You're gonna get a couple punches to the head, you'll go down, and in 2 days you get a doll. No big fucking deal. That's a controlled fucking fight,
That's a good one. You're not gonna die, okay? You get a few punches to the head, you go down. 2 days later, you get a doll. Well, I didn't grow up in the 70s, obviously, but I definitely grew up in the 90s. For those of you that are around us the same age, I think you all can recall a few instances where our parents, particularly our fathers, it didn't spare the rod per se. In our case, if you're Latino, the chancla, el gancho, el cinto, all that kind of good stuff, right? Oh, memories. It's kind of funny if you think about it now, but back then it sure as hell wasn't funny to any of us. But that being said, like I said, I know there's some situations, don't want to speak about those, but for those of us that are still here, and the majority of us, like he said, it was a controlled beating. So, not meant to make it a big deal. But, how do you call it? I was gonna say, I forgot what I was gonna say. What do you call it? Let's get on with the video real quick.
That's a controlled fucking beating, all right? You're not gonna die, And when I was a kid, I used to bust my mom's balls, and, she's Cuban, and, single mom, and she would lose her temper from time to time. And, you get like, my mom would hit me with like the straight punch to the head, the fucking overhead right. In Spanish, it's called un avión. It means a fucking airplane. And then they had like different names to them. Then they have like the fucking a galletazo. That's the bit slap. That's the Stockton slap, right? And then
For real.
The backhand, the tapaboca. That's just to throw you off, to open you. Yeah. It opens you up for a side kick to the body, right? That's what that does. You're like, bam! So you get kicked and shit. So I took a beat. Listen, my mom threw a beating on me one time on 86th Street when I was like 6, because I wouldn't get off a mule in front of 8. There's a bank on 86th and Broadway. And there was a mule, some fucking dude with a mule, and you give him like $3, and he put a cowboy hat on you and let you get on the fucking mule with a vest and shit. And I wouldn't get off the mule. My mother beat the fuck out of me with the purse. That was a good one, like a live appearance type beating. You don't get that.
Live appearance.
But that was it. Like, as I got old, I never really got hit. My mom was single. My mom would always tell me, don't ever let nobody touch your face. A real...
How do you call it? I can't recall there being a live appearance in my memories. It was more like she gave you that crazy eye, like I said, the 70s, 80s must have been a different time, where you could beat your kids out in public. I don't think that'll fly today. My mom was more like she didn't have to say anything. She just give me that look, like, oh, wait till we get home, mother. Wait till we get home. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. So yeah, I can't speak for the live appearance, as he says. Let me see. Here it is.
But that was it. Like, as I got old, I never really got hit. My mom was single. My mom would always tell me, don't ever let nobody touch your face. A real man doesn't let nobody touch their face. Don't let nobody fucking touch your face. So, being Cuban, I was also Catholic. So my mom would scare me with the nuns. She'd go, you fuck up, I'm going to send you to school, and those nuns will fuck you up. Well, after torturing my mom for a few years, she said, fuck it. I'm putting you in Catholic school. I'll let the nuns deal with you. And I think my mom knew the nuns were going to fuck me up. She just didn't want to know. You know what I'm saying? And she said, I'm going to fuck you up, but I don't want to know about it. So it was one of those high school for boys. You went on Sunday and you came home on Thursdays. And the nuns were complete fucking douchebags. I mean, complete douchebags. And I'm not lying. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. It's the truth. They were fucking... I think about it now, 30 years later, and it really was mild abuse. It was very mild. I could have dialed 911 on those bitches. But
for real,
nobody would have listened to my cries. You understand me? They say nuns don't whatever. So there was this one nun, Sister Anna. There was Sister Marie. There was Sister Hyacinth. And there was Sister...
I am Latino, Catholic. Well, I grew up Catholic. I'm not necessarily religious now. My point is that I went to the Sunday school. I did my first communion, all that stuff. I guess times were different. I can't, like I said, 80s and 70s must have been a different time. Like I was saying, 80s, 70s must have been a different time because I sure as hell didn't go through any of that. I will say that I saw some crazy stuff behind the curtain. Nothing major. More like, like I remember this one time I witnessed a fight. Like, not like a fist fight, more like an altercation where they're pushing themselves around and grabbing them, and it was some weird stuff. Because we're adults now, you understand that it doesn't matter who it is. People are flawed. People make mistakes. People lose control. It's just the way it is. But either way, rambling on here. Let's get back to where it was.
Very mild. I could have dialed 911 on those bitches.
Yeah, I'll stop talking. I'm probably talking too much.
But, nobody would have listened to my cries. You understand me? They say nuns don't whatever. So there was this one nun, Sister Anna. There was Sister Marie. There was Sister Hyacinth. And there was Sister, Sister Patricia. Sister fucking Hyacinth was the most evil person that ever walked the fucking face of the earth. They didn't hit me at that school because I was a bad person. They used to hit me because I didn't like milk. Till this fucking day. Listen, till this day I fucking hate milk, okay? I'm not allergic to it. I just don't fucking like it. That's it. A milkshake, completely fucking different. I'll drink that.
For real.
But milk plain out of a bottle, I don't like that shit. It smells like dick. I don't fucking like it. That's it. I never fucking liked it. I don't give a fuck. I don't like it. But they would abuse me. If I didn't drink the milk, they'd put it on my head and then bitch slap me like 3 fucking times. And then when I went down, she hit me with the tray of food. These people are fucking savages. And this one fucking nun, Sister Hyacinth, she's New Jersey. She looked just like Governor Christie, all fucked up. She was like 5'2", 310. The bitch didn't fuck around. And if you look at a nun, they have a fucking ring of Jesus. They're married to Jesus. And before she'd hit you, she'd turn it around. And that's how they fucking cut you and shit like that. No, these nuns don't fuck around, guys. This is real old school fucking Catholicism. And no, I wasn't molested. I was an ugly kid that didn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
I was an altar boy, but I never hung out. Fuck you.
Fuck yeah, exactly. I gotta agree there. I wasn't abused either. I was an altar boy at some point too. So yeah, I can't really know. I can't relate to any of those stories a lot of people would say. Maybe I was just lucky, but I have to agree with him. I was an ugly kid too. They me. And plus, even as a kid, I was always a very tall, killable kid. Maybe they figured, maybe I shouldn't.
Catholicism. And no, I wasn't molested. I was an ugly kid that didn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. I was an altar boy, but I never hung out. Fuck you. I don't want to play cards. I don't want no hard ice cream, cocksucker. I'm a Carvel motherfucker anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Carvel motherfucker. Fuck that hard ice cream, bitch. Fuck you think you're dealing with? I got morals. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I'm in the fucking 5th grade. I've been there for like 3 years. Not in the fucking 5th grade. Like I've been at the school for fucking 3 years. I started in the 3rd grade and I stayed there to the 5th. But there was a reason why. And I didn't know. I didn't know until I was like 30. I wanted to make my confirmation. I'm like, why am I making my confirmation at 30? And I remembered this story. This is why. Because in the 5th grade, I couldn't take it no more. Now my dad died when I was 3. So my mom at the time put me in kung fu, like karate with the brothers, these black motherfuckers on 90th Street. And they would teach you like ghetto karate, like fucking judo and shit. I was out of my mind. Between that and Bruce Lee, I was ready to kill a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And Bruce Lee had
badass.
died, and I was all fucked up in the head. My dad had died.
Bruce Lee.
Between the pain and the fucking low self-esteem and the anger, I was boiling inside. And one day I'm in the...
You know, growing up, I loved Bruce Lee. So when I found out he wasn't longer around, I was devastated. I can only imagine how he felt. This guy was a kid when, Bruce Lee had passed away. So, yeah, pretty sad. Bruce Lee. Not just Bruce Lee, his son Brandon Lee. It's amazing. It's so tragic and horrible when such great people are taken too soon. You know what I mean? And I know I didn't know them personally, but for what I saw, they were very inspired. Well, maybe not Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee, what I would say, he was a great actor. A great actor. Like, he just killed it in The Crow. And unfortunately, he died on set of that one. How do you call it? Bruce Lee, I forgot exactly why he passed away. There's a lot of conspiracies behind it. Don't want to get into them, but point is, it was sad. And Bruce Lee was a very inspirational person. He just had wisdom, dude. Like, just wisdom up the wazoo, man. Everything he said was poetry. It's just beautiful. But either way, getting out of topic here. My bad again.
And Bruce Lee had died, and I was all fucked up in the head. My dad had died, and between the pain and the fucking low self-esteem and the anger, I was boiling inside. And one day I'm in the fucking Catholic school. These 2 little twins, they're like half Momos, Raphael and Nino. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking crying. I'm like, what are you crying for? They go, Sister Hyacinth, my mommy's having a baby, and Sister Hyacinth won't let us call the hospital. I'm like, not for nothing. Jesus don't pay for these fucking lights. Your mom and dad do. Get up. Just go call your fucking mom. It's an emergency. And the nun, Sister Hyacinth this.
Oh, there.
Really, all 3 years. Go outside and wait. Now, when the nun told you to wait outside the class, that means you were getting the fucking beaten. Like, you're getting the shit knocked out of you, right? So the bell rings. She comes out and she goes, so what did you three guys, what were you talking about? And there were the two twins. She took the one twin first, smacked the fuck out of him like 15 times. He went down. She went to grab me, and I'm like, I looked at the twin. I'm like, that's your brother. Get in there, motherfucker, right? You get in there, you fuck. She
For real.
fucked this world up. And then she grabbed me and started bitch slapping me. But I kept thinking about my mom. I got sick and tired of this motherfucker hit me every time I wouldn't drink my milk. And I was about to snap, so I put my hands up. And she's biting her tongue. I'll never forget this going, put your hands down. Put your hands down. I'm like, fuck you. You got to work for it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting shit down. She's hitting me in the
For real, dude.
This bitch is fucking me up. So finally she goes, you're not going to put
That
your
is
hands down,
messed.
get in the utility closet. That's basically.
Dude, that is messed up, dude. It wasn't just the slaps and here and there. Like, he's practically saying she was practically going out mixed martial arts on this kid, dude. That is messed up, yo. Oh, wow. You know, it makes us kind of all realize, actually, we were lucky in the 90s. Maybe we got more beatings like that, we'd probably be better people. They're so damn spoiled and stuff. Let me see. Just rewind a little bit.
I ain't putting shit down. She's hitting me in the
For
fucking
real.
temple. This bitch is fucking me up. So finally she goes, you're not going to put your hands down and get in the utility closet. That's basically where they fucking killed you, right there. They just fucking killed you. Then they called your mother and said he died of a pneumonia. And that was it. Creepy motherfuckers, those Catholics. I'm telling you right
real.
now, I look behind the curtain. They're creepy motherfuckers. So she says, get in the utility closet. That's where they had like the books and...
That's funny. He's like, oh, he died of pneumonia. What happened? Oh, I don't know. You know, ammonia. Oh, it's a good one.
Because you're not going to put your hands down and get in the utility closet. That's basically where they fucking killed you, right there. They just fucking killed
For
you.
real.
And they called your mother and said he died of a pneumonia. And that was it. Creepy motherfuckers, those Catholics. I'm telling you right now. I look behind the curtain. They're creepy motherfuckers.
So for
she's
real.
in the utility closet. That's where they had like the books and the fucking protractors and all that shit. So we get in there, and she fucking doesn't even slam the door, guys. She just fucking japs me right in the fucking mouth like a tapabocca, and I feel the blood, but I put my hands up, and she's like, don't you ever tell me. And she's just smacking me, guys. She's just going at it. Bam, bam.
Damn.
She had elbows. She had kicks. This is way before UFC Unleashed. This bitch is going off. She's kicking my legs to lower my hands, and she's smacking me. I'll tell you what, guys. I was fucking pissed. I couldn't believe this lady was doing this to me. And at one point, I'm gonna fucking take this bitch out. I'm just gonna take this motherfucker out. I don't give a fuck. But if I go for her, I gotta fucking go for it. Because she's 320. You follow me? I'm like 100 with a crucifix in my pocket. If I go for it, I gotta go for this motherfucker. So finally she's like, put your hands down. I wouldn't put them down, but I started tasting the blood in my mouth. And I started fucking losing it. And something just made me go, I'm gonna go for this motherfucker. But I'm gonna grab her by the ears, and I grabbed her by the veil, because that's where all the magic powers are, right?
For real.
By the fucking veil, and I'm like, don't you ever fucking hit me again, you cocksucker! I hate you! And I'm just crying. This is 7 years of anger and pain. I miss my father. What's going on in my house? I just grabbed and I kept banging her fucking head. I don't give a fuck, you fuck! And I know, a lot of you motherfuckers like, Joey, you can't hit a woman. She's a fucking nun. Big fucking difference, okay?
Exactly. Big difference.
She don't suck no cock. They don't take it in the ass. These motherfuckers. They don't eat no pussy. They just walk around with a fucking license. Something's gotta be done. That's fucked up. You gotta eat something. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta eat some.
You're walking around like somebody died. Yeah. Your fucking pussy. That's what died. So I got her by the fucking ears now, and I ain't letting go because I know she's gonna fuck my world up. And I'm pounding. Now the black dudes, they taught me judo too. So I went to give her like a hip throw. But she's 320, I couldn't do it. So I just settled on a headlock, and I'm grabbing her by the fucking head, and I'm squeezing it. She's going, you're gonna go to hell. And I'm like, so the fuck are you, motherfucker?
Dude, for real. Coming with me.
Fuck you! And there was a little mafia kid. Thank God for fucking Italian people. Thank God for fucking Italian people. They don't give a fuck about the rules or nothing. This guy's like, what's going on? I go, this bitch tried to kill me. And he's like, fuck this bitch. And he twisted this motherfucker.
For real. Oh man. I've never had that kind of random encounter where like someone just randomly helped me like that. But I got my bros and we know that, man. If something happens, my bro just has to say a few words. It's like, oh, that's what happened? Fuck this. Damn, man. I'm already grabbing the shovel in the line, man. That's all I gotta say.
Well, not
Okay.
This guy's like, what's going on? I go, this bitch tried to kill me. And he's like, fuck this bitch.
For real.
I got in a headlock. This little 8-year-old's twisting the fucking arm. And she's like, ah! And we don't give a fuck. The other nuns are around. But let me tell you what happened. Now the door was open. There's a bunch of kids. And they're yelling, Coke, go, Coke, go, Coke, go. Now I gotta kill her. You understand me?
For real.
There's no turning fucking back.
Exactly. Now it's an audience. You gotta perform.
So we take her out of the utility closet. They're yelling. Call the police. I'm like, call the police. I'm fucking bleeding. I don't give a fuck. Call the cops. We're twisting. The other kids are coming over. They're kicking her and shit. It's like Puerto Ricans too. They don't give a fuck either. Couple Roberto Clemente motherfuckers kicking her and shit.
For real. I think those kids were all just frustrated, man. They finally see this woman, this abusive woman getting what's coming to her, and they all just capitalized on that opportunity. That's probably what's happening there. That's why they're all like, oh, finally he's going down. So they went for the kill themselves, man. They got their own pound of flesh. That's what's happening right there.
Couple Roberto Clemente motherfuckers kicking her and shit.
For real.
So I don't know nothing. I don't fucking know nothing. But I call the police, the kids are clapping, it's fucking crazy. We're taking over the whole fucking hallway. And I go, fuck it, let's call my mother. So we dragged this nun in a half-arm bar and a headlock, and we took her shoes off. I don't know why till today. She had no big fucking fat feet with no nail polish and shit. We took the feet out from under her and just dragged her. Her head was turning red. And one of the Puerto Ricans called the nun and put it to my ear, and I told my mom, Mima, la monja me dio. That means the nun hit me. Let me tell you something. Kearney, New Jersey is about 22 minutes from Union City, New Jersey. My mother made it in 8 minutes. She shows up with 8 Puerto Ricans and a Santeria priest with a live chicken. You understand? That's when shit goes down, motherfucker.
Damn.
So they finally got me off the fuck. Her hair's fucked up, the veil's off. My mom's telling her, you want to hit my son? You got to get fucked in the ass and have your own kid and all this shit.
Dude, for real.
My back and shit. So now we're sitting.
God, thank the Lord for great mothers like that, dude. My mom, so blessed, so blessed. For all of us here who are blessed as I was, thank God for our mothers. When you get the opportunity, just remind her how much you love her and let her know, because girls need that. They need that. They need you to say it. You love them. You appreciate everything they did for you. How do you call it? Even I don't say it often because I'm a guy and sometimes I'm very ignorant. You know how girls can feel. My point is, when you get a chance, just, hey mom, thank you for taking care of me. Love you. All that kind of stuff. Because one thing I can say about my own mother, we all may not have the same story, but one thing I'll say about myself is that my mother always had my back. To this day, she still has my back. So, if you're watching, Mom, love you.
Down, people holding on to their heads. The priest in the room is about 22 minutes from Union City, New Jersey. She shows up with 8 Puerto Ricans and a Santeria priest with a live chicken. You understand?
For real.
That's when shit goes down, motherfucker. So they finally got me off the fuck. Her hair's fucked up, the veil's off. My mom's telling her, you want to hit my son? You got to get fucked in the ass and have your own kid and all this shit.
Exactly, yo, seriously.
Shit. So now we're sitting down, people holding on to their heads. The priest in the room, the principal, and they tell my mom, he's out. Him and his other fucking cohorts, like 8 of us, they're fucking out of here. And my mom's listening to this. She's got half a bag on. She's a little drunk and shit. She's like, he ain't going fucking nowhere. And they're like, no, he's got to go. He's out of here. Then listen, when I was growing up, there was this Jew bookie in the neighborhood, tremendous. Let me tell you something. Thank God for Jewish people. All right, this motherfucker was a bookie. But in the early 70s, if you beat him for like 2,000 or 3,000, he would show up at your house with $5 bills. And he'd say to you, you want me to pay you? I'll pay you, but I gotta give you 500s. Let it roll till next week. Then the next week, he got you. You follow me? So he always had your fucking money. He would just lie to you that he had $500 bills. Who the fuck is a $500 bill? People would believe it. That's a little Jew trick right there. Let me tell you what You gotta learn. You gotta fucking learn, cocksuckers.
For real.
He goes to throw my mom out. My mom goes, listen, he ain't going nowhere, or I want my deposit back in 5s. That's an old Jew trick, too. It blew their mind. 5s? We don't have no fucking 5s till Sunday. Then my fucking son stays, motherfuckers, okay? And they let me graduate, they let me finish out the year. But you know what? A nun never fucking hit me again. That's my story. Thank you very much.
Oh man, great stuff. Let me just exit the big screen. So, okay, that was my favorite comedian, Joey Diaz. Like I said, great guy. Very funny too. He's my favorite guy. Like I said, I had encountered him. Well, the first time I had ever, not encountered, I keep saying stupid damn words. My point is, I had first seen Joey Diaz, the first time I ever saw him perform was in The Longest Yard. At least that I can recall. I might have seen him earlier, but you know, when you're a kid, you can't recall stuff. And I was a dumbass kid, man, so I might have seen him beforehand. But point is, that's where I remember. The Longest Yard, he played a convict named Anthony. He was very, very huge back then. He's still kind of gordito, but nothing compared to how he was back then. Hilarious guy. I love the way he tells jokes. He tells a lot of stuff. And I recommend to look for some podcasts that he does with Joe Rogan, because if I remember correctly, he's like best friends with Joe Rogan. And the podcast, when he invites him over to just talk, it's just pure gold, man. He's just recalling stories back when he was young, because he grew up in those areas, you know, in Jersey and all that stuff, Boston. And I gotta tell you, he's got some stories, man. Stories for days. And every so often, you'll just laugh your ass off, because this guy is crazy, dude. But he has some amazing stories. They're hilarious. And it's just those, you know, slice of life kind of stuff. But in a messed up, hilarious, dark kind of way. But either way, I hope you all enjoyed it. And I'll definitely see if I can find more videos, for sure. Because, like I said, I love Joey Diaz. And, but yeah, this has been your boy, Ron Baldy. Thank you so much for joining me. And y'all have a good rest of your day.